Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial. Today Ace will be showing you how to create an aesthetic looking anime with Adobe After Effects. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to support Ace and keep him going, you can become a Patreon and join the Discord using the links below. Comment below what you'd like to see next. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you all have a great day.
Hey, what's up guys, Ace here, and today I'm going to be walking you through how I create something aesthetic in Magic Bullet looks. It's not too complicated, I think everybody will be able to grasp it. So if you have Magic Bullet looks, you can follow along and create something really nice. So first let me go ahead and show you a before and after of what this looks like without any of the Magic Bullet looks on there. So here's before, and then after. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this adjustment layer and go to Magic Bullet looks so you can see what I did. I just had a few things here: shadow highlights, edge softness, S curve, and film print. I also did some changes here in the source footage here. Yeah, we're gonna go through each one of these and how I adjust my settings for a specific scene like this one, and you guys can follow along. So here we are with our raw footage. I'm gonna go ahead and add an adjustment layer with Control-Alt-Y, and then I like to name my adjustment layer looks. And then let's go to our effects and look for looks. And Magic Bullet looks right there. Okay, so as we go into it, the first thing that I would do is actually go over to the blacks, and I think I showed you guys this in the last tutorial, but I usually turn those up to like around 1.0 to 2.0, so depending on the scene, around there. And let's just go back to our composition so you can see what just happened. So a little before and after. So just with that, it already adds a little bit of a film over it, and it keeps color banding from happening. So that's a really nice tip that I do almost every single time, honestly. So let's go back in here, and the next thing I'm gonna do with this one is I'm actually going to decrease the exposure. Oop, there we go. So I'm gonna go just a couple stops. Let's do -0.3, and then I'm gonna go to the subject, and I'm going to add shadow and highlights. And also, for those of you that don't know, you can just press T to open and close that whenever. So for the settings, I'm going to turn shadows up just a little bit to like 0.7 should be good, and then the highlights up as well. So each one of these changes, I'm going to come out and take a look at it to make sure everything's looking fine. So not a huge difference yet. Let's keep going. Next is go and add to our lens. Now this is one of my favorite things to do. I also showed you this in the last one, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this again. And I like to turn the quality up all the way to 10, and we're gonna turn the blur size up to, let's say, about 20, around there. And then the radius up, because one thing to note, if you have the radius really low, it's strongest around the edge of the circle. So I usually turn the radius up and then the spread down some. So the effectiveness of the blur is happening throughout, and it's not too strong. So that should be good, and that doesn't look too bad. So now what that's gonna do is adding that edge blur, it's gonna make you focus more on her. So let's turn this off so you see what I mean. Like, it's not a huge difference, but whatever center of the screen will have more focus when you actually watch it. So keep that in mind. So next thing we're gonna add is in post, and that's a S curve. As you can see, this is what's going to bring our exposure back, because I like how S curve does its exposure. You can move this around to different areas in the curve and then adjust it here. You don't want it too strong, so I'm just going to leave it about where it was at and about there. And you can click this little button right here to turn off that effect, so you can see exactly what it changed. So I think it looks okay. And let's go back in here. Not too bad. And then the last thing that I would do for something like this is add a film. So we're gonna go to film print up here, and the preset right on Kodak 2383. The color temperature I'm gonna turn down about -14, around there. So the next value I'm gonna touch is vintage to modern, and a negative value here will give you more vintage, a positive value will give you more modern. So we're actually I'm gonna go vintage because I like how that looks. Let's see, right around 24% looks good. And I actually usually turn my grain off, because to me that kind of kills the quality a little bit. That's just kind of like my preference. But this is pretty much it for the Magic Bullet looks part. So let's play this through. So now we have the colors The other thing that I like a lot is adding RSMB. I did a tutorial on RSMB and you can check that out as well. I'm going to use my preset here, and 85 sensitivity 1.5. I'm going to change the amounts to 2.0 because there's not that much motion. I think 2.0 should look good. Alright, and the last thing for this aesthetic look is a flicker. You can't really go without a flicker in something that's aesthetic, so let me go ahead and put that on. And you're going to want to put your flicker above your magic bullet looks so it stays clean. And I'm going to change the value to 0.05. Oops, 0.5. Okay, and let's play this through. And with that, we've created something pretty aesthetic, I would say. So when you guys do your own, you might not use the same scene. So keep in mind your values are going to be a little different for pretty much every effect that we use here. But if there's something in here that you didn't understand, you can reference a different tutorial, because I've done tutorials on pretty much everything that I just covered. So be creative, and I'll see you guys next time.